Since my youth, O God, you have taught me, and to this day I declare your marvelous deeds. Even when I am old and gray, do not forsake me, O God, till I declare your power to the next generation, your might to all who are to come.
At the Youth Network, the next generation is always on the forefront of our mind. Why? Because 50% of the world's population is under the age of 21. Because 75% of all those who will come to know Christ personally will do so before the age of 18. Because an interested adult cared enough to pass on the greatness of God. Because in reality, one generation passes on the faith to the next generation. As you can see, there is a massive responsibility and expectation resting on the shoulders of those of us who care about the next generation. At the Youth Network, we believe that youth leaders are a key load-bearing beam holding up the next generation, and we exist uniquely to bring support and strength to this load-bearing beam.
There is nothing better than knowing God. In fact, knowing Jesus changes everything. Every generation needs the opportunity to see and savor Jesus for all he is worth. We, the Chattanooga Youth Network, and those who have partnered with us are serving youth leaders to bring the greatness of God to this generation and the next and the next. God cares about each generation. Join us in bringing Him to the coming generations.
"16 years ago, the Youth Network was established for the sole purpose of connecting, coaching, and caring for youth leaders throughout the greater Chattanooga region in order to bring the greatness of God to the next generation. These 16 years were made possible because of ministry partners who cared about the next generation. For example, we've hosted training events impacting over 3,800 individual youth leaders. We've hosted cooperative outreach events that have touched over 30,000 people. We've been building relational bridges of connection across denominational, organizational, and racial divides. Youth leaders are our core focus because they are a leverage point. By focusing on youth leaders, we're able to impact the local church, families, and students. There is no denying that a great youth leader makes a massive difference in bringing the greatness of God to the next generation. This is a watershed moment. A watershed is an event marking a unique change of course in which important developments depend. We believe that when a youth leader comes into contact with us at the Youth Network, this is a watershed moment. Your partnership with us means that you are partnering with our entire region's youth ministry effort to help the next generation turn towards God. Youth Network partners are people who know that youth leaders are a key load-bearing beam supporting the next generation, who care that such a vital load-bearing beam is often neglected, who agree that leveraging youth leaders' effectiveness is a strategic investment. Your partnership begins when you pray that God would raise up and sustain laborers for this generation. You give to change the course of history by leveraging youth leader effectiveness. You rejoice that you are bringing the greatness of God to the next generation.
O my people, hear my teaching. Listen to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter hidden things, things from old. What we have heard and known, what our fathers have told us, we will not hide them from our children. We will tell the next generation the praiseworthy deeds of the Lord, His power and the wonders that He has done. He decreed statuses for Jacob and established the law in Israel, which He commanded our forefathers to teach their children, so the next generation would know them.